What is going on, buddy?
Hello.
It is Pixelboys here, and welcome back to Danganronpa another. When we left off, yeah. And that ain't the only thing we done seen, is it? Granted, we haven't seen that one in pixel art form yet, but the first body we discovered was upstairs with Inori.
Yeah.
It's been a 2-for-1 special.
The sweet bee.
And now we're investigating to see what happened, because
Wait, did you
like
really just call it a 2-for-1 special?
Yes,
That's
I
foul.
did. Yeah, it is.
Take that back.
But to kill 2 people at once? Just how wicked and brutal is this bastard? The culprit this time is seriously... Wait, it ain't got me though. Don't go suspecting me.
It ain't got him.
It ain't me though.
It didn't get him though.
It didn't get him. Damn it. Yamaguchi and
No.
Yamaguchi and Inori are dead. Couldn't even say a proper goodbye. That's why we have to survive, for their sakes. Yeah, let's investigate more. There might be something in those bookshelves too, so I'll go check them out. You do that, but that's not where's the view? There's the view. Here's the things that are important. We've got the random blood splatter that's down over here.
That's most likely from Kinjo.
Oh, what's this blood stain? Right next to me lies Yamaguchi, who's spewed out so much blood. It's not strange to see a blood stain in the library, but, well, I mean, it's a little strange to see it on a regular day.
He means in this
I know.
scenario. This
one feels different. This blood stain. It's the only one away from Yamaguchi's body? Maya, what are you doing squatting on the floor? Oh, Kabushikawa.
What?
Whoa. I don't know.
You turned into Kinjo.
Do you know what this blood stain is? I'm trying to differentiate and the levels of... Oh, right, that's where Kinjo was lying. This is where he collapsed. Yep, we have the library.
Where he collapsed?
Yamaguchi, leave me alone. Yamaguchi's in the same position he's in now, and Kinjo was passed out right there. Guess she didn't know since she didn't saw it. I did hear Kinjo got hit in the head and was bleeding, but he lost this much blood? I'm telling you, it was no joke. He's fine now since Satori disinfected and bandaged him, but like Tyra said, we first thought he was dead. Kinjo was lying here. Now that I think about it, Kinjo got knocked out by someone from behind? I can't even imagine it. When and how did the killer ambush Kinjo and knock him out? And if he bled so much, why didn't it end up with just him passing out? There was clear malice, but only Inori and Yamaguchi have died. The rule that a blackened can kill up to 2 people was only added after the bodies were discovered, so they couldn't have known that. Once Kinjo wakes up, I'll definitely ask him about it.
Yeah, once he wakes up, right?
Once he wakes up?
Cause like, dude, this person just went insane.
Yeah.
If Uehara is to believe, they hit him on the back of the head too.
Yeah.
And also Kinjo, and put Mikaru in a locker and killed 2 people.
There's a lot of complicated things going on. I want to see what's going on with Kinjo, because like, as was kind of mentioned, for getting walloped on the back of the head, that might be too much blood, but I almost wonder if maybe he got stabbed in the hand. I'm not saying he's the I feel like the situation between what ended up with Mikaru in the locker is different from the murder itself,
yeah.
Because there's some weird fucking thing going on. I don't trust that it could be anything simple. Yamaguchi's body is lying limply on the library floor.
So brutal.
In contrast to his muscular build, his body was limp. His pupils dilated and his expression looked hollow. This is a human's death. A real death. Something I've seen so many times already. Yamaguchi, you were talking with us just yesterday. But there's no time to mourn. For Yamaguchi's sake, we must find the one who did this to him. I decided to examine his body. When I touched it, it felt still and cold. According to the Monokuma file, he was cut in the neck with something sharp. Indeed, there was a wound so horrific I could barely stand to look.
Yeah.
His neck was cut all the way from the back to the front.
That's crazy.
It was so deep that it was barely holding them together thanks to a single piece of flesh.
Ew.
It's a miracle that it wasn't completely cut off. I suppressed my rising nausea and examined the wound. Before if you use a dull knife or a saw, the wound gets torn up pretty badly. But Yamaguchi's case looked like it was cut cleanly. Well, I couldn't tell that from here, but
yeah.
like cutting paper with a box cutter. I can't look anymore. It's so terrible. Poor Yamaguchi. Just like Tamori, he lost so much blood. Huh? As I muttered to myself, something suddenly struck me. Yes, the blood in the library is no joke. It's stretched all the way to the hallway and it's splattered all over him, too. Yamaguchi's neck. It's not bleeding anymore. We're in a Monokuma file. There were no other notable injuries, so all this blood had to have flown from his neck alone. Of course, a massive amount of blood loss is to be expected from a wound so deep, but Yamaguchi's time of death is 8:40. Given the injury, it's certain he died instantly. And even assuming the blood started flowing right at that time, not even an hour had passed since then. So why is his neck no longer bleeding? I recall the now deceased Inori telling me that when the heart stops, the blood circulation stops as well, so in cases of an instant death, the bleeding is minimal. But isn't it too soon? Even in Tamori's case, when I examined her, she was still bleeding a little. But in contrast, Yamaguchi's blood looks completely dry. It hasn't even been an hour since he bled out this much, yet the blood is dried up? I can tell something is wrong, but without the expertise of Inori or Kinjo, I'm unable to think of anything anymore.
Okay.
I can't ask Inori anymore, but Kinjo is still alive. I'll ask him once he wakes up. He knows everything. And then let's try and look at just the blood trail.
Yeah.
A huge trail of blood runs from Yamaguchi's body all the way to the library door. Is all of this Yamaguchi's blood? But something's off. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Such a huge amount of blood that it's horrifying to look at, but I've seen something similar before. It was too dark to see clearly then, but Tamori shed a lot of blood too. Now, in terms of volume, Yamaguchi bled even more.
Yeah.
There's so much blood that extends all the way to the hallway. It's fucking crazy.
It is.
Moreover, in Tamori's case, the blood came from 2 wounds, and we found her several hours after her death, so blood had already flown out by then. But this time, it hasn't even been an hour since his death. Even if the wound is deep, can so much blood come out from just that one wound? That's not the only strange thing. The shape of the blood stain is a bit odd too. Looks like Yamaguchi was dragged from outside to the inside of the library. I should check it. Huh? As I slightly lifted Yamaguchi's body and looked at the floor beneath him, I immediately felt a sense of discomfort. If the body was dragged from the outside, there shouldn't be any blood beneath it. Yet there was a puddle of blood there. Because of it, Yamaguchi's stomach and chest were soaked red with blood.
Red.
The blood pattern definitely looks like the body was dragged here. If that's the case, there shouldn't be a pool of blood under the body. No, before that, the fact that there's a sea of blood under the body means that it was already here before Yamaguchi collapsed. Could that be so? But Inori didn't seem to have blood at all. So this blood has to be Yamaguchi's. I don't know yet, but something about the sea of blood in Yamaguchi's body feels off.
The sea of blood is crazy.
Let's make a note of it and discuss it during the class trial.
Ah.
The sea of blood in the library. Alright, that's the wrong word. So, okay, we have like the entrance point is actually...
Sea of blood, iron lung?
Oh my god.
I had to.
Of course. Do we want to talk about all of this out here, or... No? Okay. Because I saw there was an exclamation point at, like...
Was there?
The base here, so I want to try and... But that just does the... And then it goes to the door, so I hope that's nothing, but... Hi, how are you?
Oh, my Ada-kun.
Tyro, what are you doing here? Is there something in the hallway?
Well, not really. The smell of blood was overwhelming, and as I kept looking at the body, I started to feel nauseous.
Alright, are you okay? You don't have to push yourself.
No, everyone is working so hard. I can't be the only one slacking off. The class trial's about to start. I can't just do nothing.
It's okay, really. But actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. Could you hear me out?
Something you want to ask?
Yes, just say whatever comes to mind. When Kurokawa, Uehara, and I went to the 3rd floor, can you tell me what happened on the 2nd? Yeah, I need to figure out this first. The body discovery announcements rang out at almost the same time. Kinjo being unconscious, there were many things I didn't see myself.
Sure. I'm glad it can be of help somehow. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry.
You keep making horrible coughing sounds. But there's not much to say, really. Just like you guys, we split up to investigate and then found the body.
Right. But, who?
I'm not sure if it's related to the case, but there's something that's been bugging me. Can I tell you?
Oh, absolutely. What is it?
Kanata-chan was found in the science lab, right? But right before nighttime yesterday, I stopped by the science lab for a moment. However, the door was locked.
Huh? The science lab's door was locked?
Yes. Could it have something to do with the case?
Without a doubt, the door wouldn't open when we were there to find Inori's body. It was blocked by some kind of a latch, but it was already locked before nighttime? That might be helpful. Thanks, Daira.
It's helpful? I'm glad then.
But why did you go to the science lab just before nighttime?
Oh, that's... Last night I caused a bit of trouble, didn't I? I was trying to return the scissors I used to cut my wrist.
Ah. What? Those scissors were from the science lab?
Yeah, that's weird, because we each have some in our room.
Yeah.
Yes, I wasn't in my right mind back then, so I don't know why I went all the way to the science lab to get scissors.
I see. Thanks, Daira.
That's sus. I don't like that.
The science lab was already locked before nighttime yesterday. What does that mean? Let's make a note of it. We'll focus on the lab being locked. Hey there, buddy.
What? You didn't even finish your sentence.
Focus on the science lab being locked. But
yeah.
Uehara, are you feeling better? You don't have to push yourself. No, my wound isn't deep, so don't worry about it.
My deep isn't wound.
More importantly, Maeda, have you seen the cell phone? Oh, the cell phone. You mean Maki's phone that you found on the 3rd floor? The one you said you'd hold on to?
Oh, that's right.
Yes, I always kept it in my inner pocket in case someone needed to use it. But only now do I realize that it is gone. It's gone. When's the last time you were sure you had it? Definitely had it until I lost consciousness late last night. But when I woke up, it was gone.
So someone knocked him out to take it from him.
Probably. I didn't even think of it back then. I forgot about
neither.
the phone entirely.
I did too.
Then maybe the culprit took it? I have a bad feeling about this. Either way, the phone is not our biggest concern right now. We need to keep investigating. Where did Uehara's phone go? Will we ever find it?
So that means that whoever took it knew about the phone. Was there anyone who didn't?
We pretty much told everyone about the phone.
Okay.
That was when everyone was together before. Yep. Jesus Christ, the water's spread even more.
Yep.
I guess I'll go to the art room first and check that out.
Oh.
Oh, no, that's
Why'd you leave?
No, I didn't mean to do that. Go in.
Now.
I got distracted by you and had to leave. Sorry.
Hiya, Maeda. The hallway's flooded and there's a bloody locker in here. Why is everything a mess?
Seems the culprit playing the crime by going to various places.
That's a clever criminal we're dealing with.
Could never be you.
What?
The ticket is a
I'm a
compliment.
little worried if Satsuki will be able to win against such a powerful enemy.
Alright, this was glowing, so.
Domain expansion.
What? Huh?
Infinite poker.
So I was absentmindedly looking through the trash can, wondering if anything was here. Surprisingly, I actually found something. I thought it was a tissue, but on a closer look, it seems to be some cloth. Pulled out the unidentified piece of cloth from the trash can and unfolded it, and then...
Whoa. That's Inori's.
Yes, that is her surgeon coat, but absolutely lathered in blood.
Oh, don't say lathered.
Some clothes. No, it's not just any clothes. This is...
Oh.
That's right. It was so badly soaked in blood that it was hard to recognize its original color, but the faint glimpses of pure light reminded me that it was a white gown worn by a doctor.
Yeah.
This is Inori's lab coat. Now that I think about it, Inori's body wasn't wearing her lab coat. I wonder where it had gone, and it was in this random place. No, maybe it's not so random. Sure, this isn't where any of the bodies were found, but the art room might be closely related to the case. The locker with Makaru, this coat. It's a really shitty way to try and get rid of evidence, whoever did this.
Yeah.
The blood on the coat clearly had been there for a while. It didn't feel damp at all. Question is, what did the culprit use this coat for? From the looks of it, Inori didn't bleed much, so maybe it was during Yamaguchi's murder? No, it's too dried to be his blood. Whilst I was closely examining the lab coat, thinking it could be a big clue, I was able to make another discovery. In the coat's pocket, I found a crumpled piece of plastic wrap, and when I carefully unfolded it, I could see that it too was covered in blood. The locker, the library's floor, the coat, and now this. There's so many clues related to blood. What the hell is going on? Also, upon closer inspection, I noticed that the wrap had a small round hole in the middle, but I couldn't figure out what it meant.
Weird.
I should bring it up during the trial. Oh, there was this mystery novel when they used a wrap to prevent blood splatter. Could that be it?
Huh.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, also in the case with Kizuna, they used cloth to prevent blood splatter as well.
Yeah.
Not just a mystery novel.
A decorative weapon sculpture made of plaster. Huh? This plaster spear. Was it originally placed here? I think it was on the opposite. I think it was the opposite of the one on the right. I've not come to the art room often, so I can't say for sure. Whatever. I'm probably just imagining things. The moment I made that decision and I was about to move on, I saw something tiny, like a speck of dust.
Dust. Oh.
This red circle. No way. Could it be blood? Fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they wrapped the head of the spear in that plastic wrap thing that we found inside the coat, because that's the pinprick that happened to be there that would let us show the so it would hide the blood of the murder weapon. Interesting. But then when was this used? Was that what was used to slice through Yamaguchi?
No, because this is made of plaster.
I still need confirmation when we go to Inori's body if there are any wounds at all or not. Because if not, then...
It said there were no signs of external wounds.
But we also haven't gone in to look at the body yet. Because if then that could only tie to Yamaguchi. Or if this is what speared through someone's hand. But
it's plaster.
I don't know what to tell you. It was used as a weapon. It's covered in blood. It was really small, but there was a circular red dot on the bladed long spear. I picked up the spear and sniffed that part.
Ew.
That's crazy. A faint but metallic smell. No doubt. This is blood. Come to think of it.
Why are you smelling that?
The weapon that killed Yamaguchi was something sharp and pointed. Maybe this was the murder weapon. After using it to kill Yamaguchi, they put it back where it was, but they accidentally placed it on the wrong side. Could that be it? Saying there's blood on it, it's definitely related to the case, but why is there only a tiny drop of blood and in a circular shape? It's so tiny they almost missed it. They aimed for it splashing so little? No, if that were the case, they wouldn't made it splash at all. I don't think I can say anything for sure yet.
It's plaster.
Well, I mean, it was definitely used. I don't know if it was maybe what, maybe caught someone's right hand, and that's why Ray was looking at our right hand. Because maybe that is what cuts it, but that's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
A locker that was used to store miscellaneous art supplies. Now the inside is in a horrible state, covered in blood. This is where Makaru was tied and locked up in. At that time, both her arms and legs were tied up with tape, and her mouth was gagged. The door was locked from the outside, so she was banging on the door to get out. That was the source of the noise that echoed all the way to the second floor.
Yep.
I guess this was the culprit's doing too. Culprit must have had a reason to keep Makaru here. No one would do that with no purpose. It'd just make them more suspicious. And it wasn't just Makaru. He must have had a reason to attack Uehara and Kinjo too. But the bigger problem is, this locker is covered in blood.
There's so much blood everywhere.
Yamaguchi and Inori's bodies don't seem to be related to the art room. But no matter what anyone may say, this is actually blood. And judging from the fact it's pretty dried up, it must have been here for a while. Inori didn't seem to have bled much. Yamaguchi did lose a lot of blood, but not long ago for it to be this dry. And Makaru was just dried up. She died up.
No.
She didn't bleed at all. In that case, maybe it's Kinjo's blood. Though that's just a guess. But wait, Kinjo got hit on the head.
Oh, it's tied up.
Yeah.
Not dried up.
this much blood had come out, wouldn't he have died? This is yet another headache to solve. Guess I'll have to discuss it during the class trial. Alright.
And I feel like Yamaguchi wouldn't have been able to fit in that locker.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. No. Oh, wait, I'm actually slipping away. Absentmindedly, I started walking toward the science lab, but then I froze. Before I knew it, water flowing out of the science lab had flooded the hallway. Was the water leaking out from the science lab all this time? If it were just about going in, it wouldn't matter, but I'm still concerned about what Mikaro said earlier. She said we shouldn't step on this water.
It's fine now. Hey, incompetent, you're obstructing the way, so get out.
Oh, Mikaro, perfect timing about this water.
Who said you could talk to me? I even deliberately insulted you.
Well, earlier you said that we shouldn't step on the water. Why did you say that? And if that's true, isn't it still dangerous to go in now?
It's fine to enter now, so go in if you want to. I told Monokuma to clean it up earlier.
Clean it up?
You'll understand once you go inside the science lab. By the way, looks like no one turned off the faucet. You guys are truly hopeless. Well, I guess that's to be expected without Tsurugi Kinjo around.
Cleaned up? Faucet?
Use your own damn eyes and try to thinking with your own brain for once. Or what? Wouldn't it be so great if I told you everything?
Oh, man. No need to get so annoyed. But since Mikaro herself is confidently walking on water, it must be safe. Looks like it's okay in a science lab for now. Like Mikaro said, I should see what's happened with my own eyes. Alright.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. Well, there's a lot going on here. I will focus on first the object next to Inori's body. The Monokuma file 3-2 brought by Monokuma. You should have brief information about Inori written on it. Interesting.
Huh.
The victim is Kanata Inori. The estimated time of death is about 8:35. Found in the science lab with her body tied up. The cause of death is electrocution. Her skin and internal organs were burnt due to prolonged exposure to electric current whilst the body was wet.
God.
Horrendous. Not a single drop of blood was shed, yet it's the most gruesome body so far. To do this to Inori, the smallest and most frail of us all. One of us is the culprit. I should feel terrible about suspecting my friends, but right now, I could only feel the unbearable anger towards the unknown culprit. It's different from Yamaguchi. He most likely died instantly from a single blow to the neck, but Inori, it's like I watched her die before my eyes.
Because we heard her scream.
Just minutes ago, separated by just a single wall that is the science lab door. I could hear her scream loud and clear. I need to calm down. Getting angry won't change anything. Surprisingly, the Monokuma file actually might help, so I need to use it to figure something out. But this isn't enough. For now, all I can say is her time of death was 8:35, 5 minutes earlier than Yamaguchi. Around that time, we were struggling to open the science lab door. There's no issue with the timing, but to kill 2 people within 5 minutes. We were split up in the second and third floors, so if someone were to walk around with a weapon, they'd naturally be noticed.
Yeah.
Just how did the culprit kill 2 people within only 5 minutes?
So do you think they used that spear in some sort of trap?
I mean, the trap...
That's such a specific, precise cut around the neck.
It is. The trap is this room. Like, this room is the trap. They obviously set up whatever the electronic device is up
I
here.
was wondering if it was 2 traps. That's what.
No, I think this trap was set up so that they could split things up, and then the Yamaguchi...
Well, I say trap, but I mean, you're calling this a trap, but you mean, like, mechanism.
Yes.
But
yeah.
That's, because trap's the wrong word for this scenario.
Because what I mean is that, like, this situation was pre-planned so that they could then take out Yamaguchi in real time in the library. Like, there was no weird contraptions. They used a weapon and killed him in there, is what I mean by
Still don't know what it is. It's something... Can plaster be sharp and sturdy enough to cleanly slice a neck around
in video game logic, I don't know where reality ends, so...
God.
Jesus. Just looking at Nori's corpse, lying in a puddle of water, made me feel like crying. How many of our friends' bodies have we had to investigate already? However, if we don't investigate, we'll never find the culprit. In order to survive the class trial, I have to investigate. Have a little bit of water for now. I should investigate Nori's body based on the information from the Monokuma file. Her body was in such a horrible state, I could hardly bear to look at it. Her clothes and skin were completely charred. Her whole body was strapped down with multiple layers of tape. Both of her hands were tied with rope and she was suspended from the table. And Nori died like that, unable to move at all. She must have suffered unimaginable pain. Damn it. I cursed under my breath and continued the investigation. The tools used in this crime. I remember seeing the tape and rope in the art room.
Yeah.
As expected, the art room was somehow related to this case. Other than that, she was tied up to a table with a running faucet and many miscellaneous tools around. Could this all be related too? The box tape had 4 or 5 layers. Even a healthy adult man would struggle with that. Except for the small Nori, moving would be like trying to reach a star.
Oh my god.
But why would the culprit tie her up like that? Is it just because of the culprit's bad taste? Could that really be it? Come to think of it, Nori has been in the infirmary ever since it opened. Maybe there's some clues there. I should investigate there too. Guess we'll go check the infirmary soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what this is. I guess this would block the door, but what's this? Something akin to a wooden stick was floating on the flooded floor of the science lab. That's right. That's what Makara had to remove when we couldn't open the science lab. When we found Nori's body, the door wouldn't open. The culprit must have used this to block it. I picked it up to examine it closer, but it was just an ordinary stick. It was rather thick, so if a sliding door were to be blocked with it, it's no wonder it not open. Looked behind the door and found a space where the wooden stick could have been placed. If you leaned it behind the door and closed it from the outside, you create a locked room mystery. Hey!
Oh boy.
Why would the culprit want to do that? Was there a reason the door had to be closed? Let's keep that in mind. That was to flood the room high enough to set off the phone at a certain time. Or I assume that this is the phone here, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think
this
so.
is. Yep.
Yep.
Because I saw a little green and red, and I'm like, oh, that's the pick up and hang up buttons. The object submerged in the science lab's poodle was something I had seen somewhere before.
Bark.
Is this Maki's cell phone?
Was she trying to call Yuta?
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure it is. The day the 3rd floor opened, Uehara found a cell phone. We've not found any other phones since then, so it must be Maki's. But why would a cell phone be here?
Be puzzled.
Puzzled, I tried to slide it up, but the moment I saw the screen, I realized it wasn't in a good condition. What the? Why does the screen look like this? The screen was a jumbled mess of purple and pink. The clock turned into strange symbols instead of numbers, and none of the buttons worked properly. In short, it's broken.
Was it used to be the conductor?
That's my thought, is that it was an electronic device that was used to set it up. I feel like it looks like it's on a charger or something, so that may have been the big thing doing it too.
Yeah.
Well, it was underwater, so that's only natural. I had secretly hoped that we'd be able to fix it and communicate with the outside world, so I couldn't hide my disappointment. No, right now we need to focus on the class trial. But the fact that there's a cell phone here, does it mean it's related to the case? While I was thinking about it, I filtered the phone a bit more, and then I noticed a small alarm icon on the top of the screen. It was set for 8:30, but was off now. Who set the alarm? And 8:30? That's right before we opened up the science lab door. As I pondered about it, it became even clearer that this phone was involved in the case. Because this wasn't all. There was another tool connected to the phone by a strap. Oh no, never mind. That's the fucking, oh my god. So,
Jeez.
This, even at first glance.
It reminds me of something else.
It reminds you of something else.
Yeah.
I don't have anything coming to mind. But even at first glance, it looks like anything but ordinary. The object attached to the phone's straps was something I'd only ever seen in manga or movies. A taser? I think it's also called a stun gun.
Where did someone get this?
That would be from your ultimate police officer. I guarantee
No,
he's
he
probably
said,
got
no,
one
never
out there.
mind. I think I'm going to see it in one of the science lab's lockers.
Oh, why do we have a taser in the science lab locker? Never mind, I'm not seeing it in the science lab locker. I see. Now I understand what Makaru meant. The stun gun was probably submerged with the power on, so if we had entered the water, then we could have gotten executed too. It's not working now, but earlier, this must have been what Makaru meant when she told Monokuma to put something away. More importantly, this was left at the crime scene. According to the Monokuma file, Inori died of electrocution. This is almost certainly the murder weapon. Why is it attached to a phone strap? That's not the only strange thing. If the weapon was a stun gun, the culprit must have used it directly on Inori. And then contradictions arise, like the locked room mystery and second murder. No, we can't be sure the culprit used it directly. Yes, think with your fucking head, Yuki. Maybe they flooded the science lab just to make the execution more efficient.
Effective.
If electricity flowed whilst it was submerged in water, it'd be a one-way trip to the
Oh
afterlife.
my god.
The only remaining question is how the culprit electrified the water. Let's make a note of that. Okay.
Yeah, why would Monokuma
Fascinating.
allow Kinjo to have a stun gun? Like, think about that too for a second.
He'd be like, well, you're probably crazy enough to do some crazy shit. Go on, buddy. All right.
You didn't follow me in, did you?
I was already headed here, so I wasn't following you.
Well, whatever. Now that you're here, you should understand. The reason why I told you not to step on the water and why this place became flooded.
Uh-huh. But, Makaru, I actually wanted to ask you about something different.
Do you think I'll answer?
I fucking hope so. But please hear me out. There's something I'm really curious about. As soon as you got out of the locked closet, you asked me to show you my hand, right? Why did you do that?
I already told you I won't answer. It was just a simple safety measure, an insurance that ensures survival no matter what.
What are you talking about?
The two of us aren't close enough for me to explain every little thing to you, right? Well, don't worry about it. This time, Psycho Cop won't be of any help, so this kind of insurance is necessary. If the trial ever gets to the point where your cluelessness is about to get us killed, I'll reveal my final trump card.
You're fucking crazy.
Do your best to prevent that from happening.
With those cryptic words, Makaru went back to investigating Nori's body. She clearly has no intention of saying anything more. Back then, she asked me to show her my right hand. I've looked at it again, but there was nothing unusual about it.
He looks at his own hand again.
Is there something that only she knows?
Yes.
All right. I don't...
Funny sound.
Don't think anyone's probably in here right now. This doesn't really matter,
No.
so... The other place is going to be... the...
Infirmary.
infirmary. Oh, hi. I'm trying to fix the frame rate that happens sometimes there. All right. Kurokawa, you came down to the first floor. Have you found anything? Kurokawa?
Okay.
Kurokawa is usually quiet, but now she seemed upset. Is it just my imagination? But it doesn't seem like she's going to say anything else, so I should leave her alone. Let's investigate more. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. He's down here, too.
Hi.
All right, let's check some of the medical supplies out. A refrigerator for storing transfusion packs, which are organized by blood. Don't tell me there's some missing. Come on.
I knew there was gonna be. There's too much blood.
There is.
Because didn't I mention it last part
You
about
mentioned-
how the infirmary is open now?
I think you mentioned it before we even found. Or, well, I remember that I said that I really hope that they don't pull. Once again, spoilers, but if this way you've been here, I really hope they don't pull a Hifumi. But they're kind of using the blood pack trick again.
Because otherwise, where
Where
would
did all
the blood come from?
A refrigerator for storing transfusion packs, which are organized by blood type. I opened its door without thinking and was shocked. Huh? They're gone.
They're all gone.
There aren't any blood packs here.
20?
There used to be more than 20 here, but they're all gone now. Did someone use them recently? No. Why would anyone? What would anyone use them for? Hold on. When exactly did they go missing? I'm pretty sure they were stored here as of yesterday. Trust me, I checked every day.
Yeah.
Then that leaves the culprit. culprit must have taken them? But if that was them, why would they need blood packs? Did they need fresh blood? Are they vampires? Okay, so this is still the same thing there. All right.
Hey, buddy.
Can you wake up?
Can you wake up?
It's Kinjo who's unconscious. The others said they treated him and laid him on the bed. It seems like that was true.
Do you not believe them?
I can't believe Kinjo ended up like this. You're not going to stay with this forever, right? We're in serious trouble without you.
Man.
Oh, that's it. Okay. So I missed something somewhere then. Yes, my throat is very grumbly. Is there anyone else around?
We need to get apples.
I plan to do that today.
Mm-hmm.
For some voice acting hacks and tricks.
Yep.
At this point, I'm just walking into random places that wouldn't be involved in this. Have we missed anyone that we should be talking to? Who all is on the list of survivors that we haven't seen yet?
Oh, who haven't we talked to?
I feel like we have talked to everyone that's left.
I think so, too.
Is there maybe anything in the back of the library that I've missed?
What is that?
Nothing. That's that door that's been here. What's in here? The library is accessible. This door is locked. That's been the way since the beginning. There's a lot of books on shelves. Okay. I don't know what I'm missing here. Damn it. Yamaguchi and Nori are dead. Proper goodbye.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. Yeah, and I talked to him. He's like, I didn't do it, I swear. We checked the body. We checked the file. I'll check it again just in case.
Yeah.
There's Kakeru Yamaguchi. Estimated time of death is around 8:40. Found in the library with a sharp cut running from the back of his neck to the throat. Murder weapon is presumed to be something sharp. There are no other external injuries. That's it. All right. And then the blood here. Blood splatter that was away. The body of Yamaguchi. So horrific I can't look at it any longer. The blood trail that leads all the way to the library door. Is there anything as we walk up? Because the like door was red when I walk over this way, but I just auto walk out when I leave.
No. I know I shouldn't despair, but these tears keep falling. I guess there's no helping it.
Let me see if there's anything farther in the room inside. I may not have checked far enough into the room in here. There might be something in the back to check out. Oh,
or
it's not lighting up, if that is the case. Our gloves and lab coats are stored here. These must be equipment used for experiments. And I did check. Oh, this faucet, because I got to go around. Okay. A wash basin. There's one on each table in the science lab. You can throw away chemicals and wash your hands here during experiments. But right now, water is pouring out of it at full strength, overflowing everywhere. I see, so this is why the science lab was flooded. What a huge waste of water! Though this isn't the time to be concerned with that. Quickly turn off the faucet in the opposite direction to shut off the water. Oh, that should stop the water from rising any further. This too. It must be the culprit's doing, right? But why? Why would they flood the science lab?
And wouldn't it take more than one sink to flood the entire science lab?
For that much, it would take a long time. With just a single faucet, it would take a long time. I think I've pretty much finished my investigation. But I still have no idea who the culprit is. Damn it. Is there anything left to look into? Monokuma hasn't called us yet, so maybe I can look around a bit more.
And then he shows up.
Oh.
What?
Kinjo, you're awake. Maeda.
That was fast.
Are you okay?
Well,
what
not
about your
fast. He's
bandages?
been out for a
I heard
while.
it was a light injury. This isn't time to worry about that. Maeda, there was a murder, right? Yes. Head into the library, and the science lab, and the art room, and the infirmary. Sorry, but there's no time to talk leisurely. I need to investigate the crime scene as much as possible. Maeda, have you done so yourself? Do you know where the main crime scenes are? Yes. Head to the library, the science lab, the art room, and the infirmary. Got it. Thanks. Kinjo, wait a second. What is it? Sorry, but there's really no time. If I go into the trial without any knowledge of the case, we're done for.
I feel like that first time he said where to go might have been a little bit of a slip up, because it didn't make sense for him to say it then.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
We can talk about the little stuff later. But what I'm trying to ask you as part of the investigation, to please answer, even if quickly, how did you end up unconscious? I saw Yamaguchi covered in blood. Huh? I noticed the blood stains in the library, so I went to investigate. Yamaguchi was there, collapsed in a pool of blood. Even I couldn't help but get rattled at that sight. And in that brief moment of hesitation, someone struck me from behind.
Because they were still there because they just killed him.
It's the last thing I remember. Wait, that happened... Well, no, because
never mind.
During yesterday's nighttime, right? Yeah, why? You mean you found Yamaguchi collapsed and covered in blood late last night? Correct.
Oh, weird.
If you went to the crime scene, you'd know right away. Yamaguchi, is he dead? Yeah. And not just him. Inori's dead too. What? Inori too?
Oh, he's on a warpath now. 2 people dead.
The culprit in this case isn't some simple individual. They're an utterly hideous person who took 2 lives overnight. That sick piece of shit. Whoever they are, I will catch them and make them regret it. Which is why I need to investigate. I'll head off now, Maeda.
He's not gonna have time to investigate, is he?
Nonetheless, I'm glad that Kinjo is awake. But we'll be alright. It's almost time.
Yeah.
That and something was off about what Kinjo said. Apparently he saw
that's
Yamaguchi
interesting.
collapsed in blood. But Yamaguchi's time of death was around the morning. Does that mean the culprit already acted before that? Maybe Yamaguchi, covered in blood, somehow survived until morning? No, a miracle like Tamori wouldn't happen twice. Still, what Kinjo said might be an important clue. I should keep that in mind.
It was the blood bags.
Yup. But then why was he covered in blood bags down there in the fucking library?
Yeah, he was knocked out.
The more I investigate something, the deeper the mystery seems to go. And almost on cue.
And then they just casually, later on, just walked up to him and...
Yeah. Hey everyone! Sorry to interrupt your diligent investigation, but Headmaster Monokuma is getting impatient. Won't you start gathering now? I hereby declare the start of the class trial. Sorry, I've been drinking too much of this wine. As usual, please gather at the door with the red carpet on the first floor. What kind of results awaits us this time? Aren't you all excited? Well then, I'll be waiting.
God.
This is bad.
Yeah,
what about Kinjo?
He did not get a chance to investigate.
He just started investigating and now we're being summoned. It's a really big deal that he got knocked out.
Yeah, so whoever did this definitely, like, knocked him out to keep him from getting onto them, I think. Because because Inori and Mikaru and Kinjo are, like, the 3 biggest helps in investigations.
Yeah.
They killed Inori, tied up Mikaru, and then fucking, like, knocked him out.
Yeah.
So that he couldn't investigate.
We have to make it through together even without Kinjo's help. But even if I say that, the truth is that I haven't properly figured out anything yet.
I can only imagine how pissed he is right now.
Yeah. Damn it. Just standing here won't change anything. If I'm late, I'll be punished, so I need to get moving. Upon entering the courtroom, most of the others were already gathered.
Maeda-kun, you're here.
You're the last one, huh? So that damn Kinjo still hasn't woken up?
Hey.
What do you mean? Kinjo still isn't here? Rather, what do you mean? Did Kinjo wake up or something? I ran into him just before I got here.
Oh, really? Thank goodness he's awake. But I don't see him. Given that guy's personality, the idea of holding a class trial without proper investigation would be unthinkable. Because he's probably trying to, like, push as far as he can go to try and look at more stuff. Maybe, despite it already being the time to gather, he's trying to investigate as much as possible.
That does sound like something he would do. No, maybe. It ain't impossible. What if he's actually the culprit?
Bruh. What kind of bullshit is that?
Damn, go off. Tori, do you think everyone who's late is the culprit? Use your brain before speaking.
Why not? It's still a possibility, right? Don't stir the pot. What? You think Kinjo-kun could be the culprit? Wouldn't that make it more interesting? Psycho cop finally committing murder with his own hands. God.
I can't believe Makaro's actually agreeing with me. Wouldn't be strange to the universe ended tomorrow.
Oh my god. That strange high energy of yours makes it even scarier, Makaru. What's so I guess fun? Yeah, fun works. What's so fun about this, Makaru? Have you forgotten that this is a matter of life and death? I was hoping you'd have changed a little since last time, but you're still the same. How could I not be enjoying this? After all, I already know who the culprit is and their tricks. All that's left is to watch you all struggle in vain.
Because it was you, bitch.
You already know who the culprit is?
Then who is it?
Why the hell should I tell you idiots that? Don't worry, I'll enjoy watching your pointless flailing. This is the first time I felt like hitting a woman.
Oh, God.
I love her.
Oh, man. She got so spicy this time around.
More importantly, where's Kinjo?
He's late.
Buddy, hurry up.
All right, is everyone here? Let's get started. As always, just hop on the elevator. I redid the course design again, so get hyped. That's Satsuki.
But Kinjo isn't here.
Huh? Kinjo-kun isn't here? I was gonna let him sit this one out since he passed out. But he ended up waking up and even investigated, so of course he has to participate in the class trial. But since this is my mistake, I won't punish anyone for it. However, I am a little annoyed. I'll go bring him super fast, so hold on.
Okay, thank God. Watch him be fucking dead. No, okay.
Let go of me, you rat. Hey, that actually was super fast. That was the speed of light. Nope. Just at the moment I was about to go look for him, he was already walking into the courtroom. Kinjo-kun came here on his own without being called. What a good boy.
Oh my God.
Oh, shut up and get out of my sight. Kinjo, are you okay? Well, I investigated as much as I could, but the amount of information is woefully lacking compared to the previous cases.
Yeah.
No, I meant your body. You got hurt after all. Oh, my body. Well, it's fine. This kind of injury is nothing new. I've experienced it more than once whilst dealing with violent criminals. Hey, Kinjo, long time no see, huh? Never thought I'd get to see you pass out and bleed out like that.
Get to see you pass out? What the fuck?
I'd prefer if you forgot that. I'm human too, after all. Even I can let my guard down sometimes. Hey, don't you seem softer now, Kinjo? Weren't you talking about cutting all ties with us last time in the dining hall? I did, and that hasn't changed. But in this specific situation of a class trial, your status as potential criminals is temporarily lifted. The more people helping out to deduce the culprit, the better. And since a murder has already occurred, everyone but the culprit are just regular citizens.
Kobashi Kao was making a list of swears to hurl at Kinjo the moment he woke up. But now that Kinjo is all conceited, he's speechless.
Hey, why would you say that? Do as you please. This is just a temporary truce. Once the trial is over, you'll all just be potential criminals again. Except for Akane Taira.
Oof.
I'll always consider you a semi-criminal who committed attempted murder. Don't even think about pulling anything funny.
No.
Crazy guy is going off again. Taira, pay no attention to what that human garbage says.
Bro, that's a little harsh.
We were thoroughly tearing each other out, unlike how it was when Maki or Tamori died. It's hard enough to survive in a class trial when we work together. I have a feeling this one's going to be a tougher fight than before.
I feel like asshole is a lighter insult than human garbage.
Yeah.
You sure talk a lot. Anyway, it's almost time for the trial, right? Let's just get started.
Indeed, we need to focus on what's right in front of us. Wouldn't it be better for everyone to pull themselves together and prepare?
Oh.
Yeah. Makaru and Uehara were right. If we don't make it through this class trial, we'll all die. The relationships, the conflict with Kinjo. There's so many problems I'd like to solve, but first we have to deal with the biggest problem, the class trial. Because unless we're prepared to face death, we can't solve the problem of the class trial. Oh boy, well you know what? We'll go ahead and solve the class trial and chat with our friends one last time for hauling down the elevator. Next time.
God, there's so few people now.
Uh-huh.
It's
That's
just
the way it goes. We're halfway there. Halfway there.
Yeah.
We're halfway there. Oh, God.
At
least you're still here, girly pop. Let's go.
Don't jinx it. I'm so worried for her now. Now that the numbers are dwindling down.
I know.
I'm just like, no. I have a bad feeling because all my favorite characters always die.
Oops.
It's a matter of time. What do you mean, oops?